Alright, hey everyone. Just got a couple more decks in the mail today. Figured I would do this video as a little bit of an unboxing and a walkthrough. I cut open the package, but I haven't actually really pulled anything out and looked at anything yet. I'm going to try to keep this brief and keep all of the details and stuff to the accompanying blog post. But something that I'm really interested in, like spirituality and divination and tarot and all that. There's a solo card in here. I do tend to be a little bit long-winded. Random solo card here. Looks like the tarot tattoo tarot. Very American traditional, which is also on my wish list, by the way. So by random luck, I found someone on Instagram that had a deck that was very much on top priority. But places like eBay, they were being sold for a ridiculous amount of money, like $100 or more. I was able to get a really good deal. And this is it. It's the back of the box. It is the Bruegel Tarot, or Tarot de Bruegel, from Lo Scarabeo. Who drew it? Arts. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that guy right now. Illustrated by this guy, I believe. Oh, the lighting is awful. Sorry. I would have waited to do this in the daytime, but I really want to get into this because it is so... I'm very excited to have it. It is based on the art from Bruegel the Elder. There's a much better way to pronounce that in the Dutch tradition, but I'm not gonna try and do that right now. It's still in its packaging, which is nice if I can get it out. Bruegel the Elder, Netherlands, 1500s. So this is very like Renaissance, European-based art. This is not like original art pieces stuck onto the cards. Pretty sure this guy just drew these things in that style, but I love it because it's very historical. I think it'll make really good deck choice for when I go to historical events like I often do. I'm probably going to have to commission a friend of mine to make a box or get another pouch for it because these little tuck boxes don't last very long at all. Little white book, which I'll probably flip through later just to kind of, just for, to be thorough, I guess. So there's the Fool. Before I get into that, she also was kind enough to send a Tarot de Marseille, which is a French tarot system. It is tarot, so it does still have the same framework and everything. This looks like a really nicely done version. There are other color schemes and stuff that I might get into later, but is out of order. Again, little white book. It's out of order, but that's okay. Some of them, the wheel, the Hierophant, but it is a slightly different system. As you can see, the minor arcana are pips, so there's no real scenes going on. This is a very clean deck. I like it a lot. I'm gonna have to probably get a book or two to learn. Ace of coins, random blank one, 2 of cups. So I know what they all are, even without the English titles. That'd be Queen of Cups. But because they are pips, there's a lot less to go on to kind of get that intuition going. But this is really nicely done. Queen of Wands, or batons, I guess in this case. Yeah. So that's another thing, another system, so to speak, that I'll be trying to learn eventually. There's the backs, nice little neutral purpley design. Stick those back in the box for now. And I'm going to do a little walkthrough of this bruegel tarot. And I'm so excited to have this before the event that I'm going to later this month, that I was planning on bringing my cards and stuff for, and maybe just doing some readings for whoever wants them for tips. Let's see if I can zoom in while I'm here. It is a little Scarabeo, so it does have those borders with all of the languages on them. Got the Fool. I like that's got a little bulldog in there. And in the style of bruegel, there's all sorts of little details in the background that I'm going to be looking at a little bit later on in my own time. Getting to know this deck, I really hope that it resonates as well as I think it might, so that I can continue to use it and put it in my rotation. Magician. And there's the backs, nothing too special. Excuse me. High Priestess. And I will go into more detail of the other decks that I have that are in rotation. Not that I have that many decks that, you know, pretty much all the decks I have are in rotation now. The Empress, but I will do separate posts on each of those as well. The Emperor. Hierophant. Super cute. I love the perspective on this one. Normally it's much more direct, where you get the backs of the younger guys. Lovers. Not anything too risque there, which is nice. Chariots. Justice. Very Germanic there with the cow mouth, cow tongue shoes. Hermits. There's no lantern on that one, which is interesting. The Wheel. This is so much less esoteric than a lot of other decks are, which is kind of cool. Strength. Definitely a different kind of strength. Normally there's lions and stuff on it. This one, it looks like she's tying down some sort of demon or monster thing. Hanged Man. Death. It's got a little chessboard and stuff there. That's cool. Temperance. The Devil. Very, oh, what's the word? Divine Comedy feeling I could be way off, but that's kind of the feeling that I get with the like chaotic busyness of it all. Tower, star, moon. Got the traditional like pair of dogs there. Looking up. I love this color scheme too. Like it's little splashes of muted color, and then everything else is sepia. Sun, Judgment. Very like old school religious paintings kind of thing. And the world. And then we get into the minors. So first is the cups, which is unusual. Ace. I like that it's not just one hand with a cup. It's got a bit of a scene going on. Looks like cups are going to be winter in this case. Two of Cups, which is on the cover here. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The knave, so the page, knight, queen, and king. And I love, since this is bruegel style, the paintings are pretty much all about peasant life and that sort of thing, so even the court cards look, you know, lower class, which I feel is a little bit more relatable, keeps things kind of grounded and not so like esoteric, which has its place, but seems to be nice, more relatable and even toned, I guess. I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to say. Then we got the pentacles, the coins, got the ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks to be autumn, I think, because it's got the trees that are leafless there. Not that I really work with seasons, but it's a nice touch to have that theme in there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I just realized too, like, there is almost a pip-like quality. There's a full-on scene, but you can see there's all these coins on there. Not every deck has, you know, that amount of whatever suit it is on the card. Got the page, standing on a skull, and the knight, queen, and king. There's so many details in these cards. Like you could probably really get into the symbolism here, which is cool. Now we got the wands, which, let's see what the swords are. Summer, maybe? I think wands might be summer. I'm sure it says in the book. I'll have to look that up later, and then I'll put it in the details of the blog here. So we got ace. Let's see. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting imagery there, for sure. 9, 10. Knave. Knight. Queen. King. Now we got swords, which look more like giant shears in this deck, which is, again, kind of goes back to the more peasant working class thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. See, these are more full color than some of the other ones. Makes me think it might be summer. 6, 7, 8. Different. It's cool. 9, 10. The knave or valet or page seems to be the shepherd, maybe. The knight, cavalier, queen, regina, and king, Rey d'Espade. There's so many little details in there. I don't know if it's going to focus well enough. Yeah. Even just as a first glance, I'm liking it a lot. The cardstock is a little bit bendy, but not quite as bendy as the Shadowscapes Tarot, which I also have. Let's see. Random little extra card with other decks by Lo Scarabeo. Let's see how it shuffles. Let me zoom out a tiny bit. I don't necessarily like to riffle shuffle much because it does make things a little bendy, but... And I can't bridge shuffle for crap, so yeah, that's good. It's not too thick. It's not too bendy. I don't feel like I'm gonna rip them. I'm probably not gonna do any kind of modifications. I know some people like to get rid of the extra languages and stuff. Or do edging, as I've posted on with, I did edge some of my other decks. But this one being kind of historical, or like based on history, I'm pretty much gonna leave as is. Can't wait to work with this. If you have any questions, want to see things more close, want to know what my progress is with working with this deck, let me know in the comments on the blog. I'll probably be posting some stuff on Instagram as well. If you want to see more walkthroughs like this, let me know. I'll talk to you later.